What's that? Four circle shaped key. Okay, cool.
Dear friend, please come and join us. We must meet about the ongoing operations in Paris. A boat will be waiting for you in...
So that was really simple. We must talk about what's going on in Paris. And he's just like, okay. What the hell is Peru no more? How important is Peru to this? So, I got a four circle key. Where's the four circle box? At this point, I'm a prisoner smeared by my own decisions. You must be protected. My future is lost without you. You can't still be saved. No matter how much bitterness you hold against me, you must know that I made my pact with the devil, who I thought I could master. I thought I knew the monsters, but what I did for France is nothing compared to what they're capable of doing. Now I can't see any way out. The jaws are closing in me. I love you now forever. That sounds like a I'm fucked, and he's trying to get a message out.
The Massacre of the Innocents, but by Van Harlem. I think that Mortimer likes to play mind games with his guests. A pattern with four circles.
This is the four circle box. Good. Supplies! Yeah, I'll just snag all this.
Dear Monsieur Peru, I'm writing to thank you for the funds you sent.
These funds be crucial for the renovation of the orphanage.
The renovation of the western wing of the orphanage. The children you sent are doing marvelously well, and little Pierre will soon be
Another
walking.
20 beds be ready. The children,
Some of them
myself,
still sometimes suffer night
Republic of
fright.
France.
I've retrieved everything.
So that's actually very kind of him.
Nice decor for a revolutionary tribunal judge's room. The Massacre of the Innocents by Rubens.
Alright, Peru, let's get it on.
Guess my room
All right.
is not
Have you
that bad.
finished?
Not quite. I'd like you to answer a few questions. I know you were at the scene. We will save a lot of time if you just tell me what happened.
You know nothing at all.
Enlighten me then. For now, I have your footprint in a pool of blood.
That's right. The only thing you can prove is one of my boots was at the scene.
Fair.
Congratulations. You've wrapped up the investigation.
It was my boot who killed him. That ain't the end.
All right. Have you finished?
Jesus.
Not quite. I'd like you to answer a few questions. You were armed the night of my arrival. Can I see your weapon?
No.
You do realize you're not helping, don't you? You're making it worse for yourself. I'd like to talk about the letter you're writing.
Yeah, who's
what
that woman?
is it addressed to?
Who says it's a woman? I'm not saying any more. There's no point you insisting.
Holy crap!
All right. Have you finished?
Not quite. I'd like you to answer a few questions.
I don't think he's easily manipulated, and it costs a lot of points. But if that's the one that breaks the camel's back, oh, what am I bitching about? I got this. Yep, he's immune to questioning. I have to do this one.
2 days ago, I surprised you having a go at Miss Adams. What happened? Did you want to give her another beating? She wouldn't let you push her around again, huh?
Shut up, you little shit! You have no idea what happened, and here you are, carping away. You think you're investigator of the year. Have you taken a look at yourself, de Richet?
Didn't you get enough beating her black and blue the last time?
I did not!
I did not get enough! I wanted to beat him up! No! Oh, I got it.
Why?
Nothing. Get away from me.
I didn't just waste
as soon
that.
as you stop treating me like I'm an idiot. If you wanted people to think you were guilty, you couldn't have done any better. So cut the bullshit and come clean now.
I can't! He'll come for revenge.
Who?
No one! Just shut your trap, goddammit! Yes, I was there. Yes, I walked in her blood. You've got all you need to wrap it up. Now scram!
See? I told you. It's a setup. And I wasted all my effort for it, but that was good info. But the real question is who could have done it, and who would come for him. He said he will come for him. And there was the guy that was acting all skulky out there. This guy. Von Wilna. Christoph. He's acting all suspicious as hell. I could throw Peru under the bus right now, but I do not believe that is the right decision, actually. Can I go down these stairs now?
Monsieur Johann von Wulner.
Oh, he'll let me in there now. Wolner was acting suspicious. I need that. I can't go down these stairs yet. Okay.
the alchemist as a young man.
Oh, that was shiny. Thank you, game.
The signs of obscurantism.
The Freemasons are obscure. Oh,
Honey.
More jelly.
Couldn't have hoped for better.
I couldn't have hoped for better.
The sorrows
More
of young
jelly.
There's
More
a handwritten
amber.
text signed by von Werner on this first page. Dear Elizabeth, I know that this book is but a small token compared to the delightful moments you gave me.
Elizabeth,
but I hope that this will nonetheless keep the memory alive. Your ever obedient servant.
So, Volner had a relationship with Elizabeth. But that's hardly surprising given his fondness for the occult.
Interesting. Interesting development. Why am I getting lost? There she is. So he liked her, eh? Fuck it, my last point, right?
Golden elixir.
No, I didn't know that's what it meant! Give me my point back, I don't want golden
Just
elixir!
like a four-letter code. Surely a word close to the owner's heart.
Use your knowledge of the occult to figure it out. Oh no. Maybe there's a clue in here. Try to catch four-letter words that come out of his mouth.
Amber crystals.
Fresh amber! Can smell it. I can feel it. I gotta go head on the jelly.
What can I do for you, de Richet?
Monsieur, Lord Mortimer has appointed me to investigate the tragedy that befell us last night.
Oh, yes. It's horrible. Yes. How can I help, monsieur?
Yes, where
were you last night?
In my room. I read a few ancient manuscripts before going to bed.
The casual
but I didn't stay up
manuscript.
long. I was tired.
Thank you kindly. Excuse me for asking, but did you know Miss Adams?
Oh, she... not really, to tell the truth. No.
I found a Werther dedication, signed by your hand, monsieur. Would you like to change your version now?
Be careful, de Richet. Don't push your luck.
And I'm not
My relationship with Miss Adams was pure, and has nothing to do with you. Well, continue playing the detective as you see fit. But if I find the bastard who did that to Elizabeth, I will...
Yes! I would have preferred a simple response, but I see I have my
You had a relationship with her. Interesting. Now, I believe he's immune to... Obviously, we can't get him on the occult anything.
You loved her, didn't you?
That is none of your damn business.
Your feelings betray you, sir.
So what? Yes, I loved her like a moth loves the flame of a candle. That's why we could never be together.
I get the impression that your romance was over. Am I right?
So? What does it matter to you? I would never have attacked her, if that's what you're insinuating.
So defensive about
Who
it.
put an end to the relationship? You or her?
It was her. It was her. But what does that matter? We both agreed.
Interesting. And I have, actually, I could get the full details here, but I don't think that really helps me, so I'll hold off on that.
We finished. I'll have a look around and then
I could talk about the tattoos.
Do whatever you
with
have
him,
to
but...
do.
Alright, he probably didn't do it.
Cash.
Cash, money in my pocket. Thanks for your money. I'll investigate you later. Wait a minute. Love.
A chest locked with a four-letter code.
Could it be that
Surely
simple?
A word close to the owner's heart.
Oh, I didn't know there's these limited options. So we got... Okay, so L seems fine. Lynx? Nope. Lego? Oh, I could probably be here for a while. Fuck.
A table of alchemical symbols.
One circled.
Someone circled the zinc.
Zinc!
A chest locked with a 4-letter code. Surely a word close to the
Wow,
owner's
the clue
heart.
was that close the whole time. The Therium Camcarium, it's in here. It's a book. Oh, I got mysterious notes. Fortis Delicare, okay. Alright. Man, we got a lot to look into. There's so much to look into. But I think it's best to go downstairs for the moment. Considering I can't get in any other room. Oh, let me go cross-reference with Washington, actually. To confirm that he was at that card game. Because if he's not at that card game, then it puts Napoleon back on the board. Or it makes Washington suspicious because he's saying, no, I wasn't with anyone. But if everyone can place him there, it'd be really stupid of him. Monsieur Washington!
Greetings,
What was with that loading right there? Really?
I shan't keep you any
I
longer,
can't
Mr.
confirm.
Feel free, Louis. If there's anything I can do, just ask.
President. Thank you, Mr. President.
Those lips, supple and strong. Don't worry. Don't worry. I'll solve this. I'll take care of it.
Monseigneur, His Eminence Cardinal Piaggi.
Can't wait to get into that fool's room. With all these religious paintings everywhere. I can't imagine what his looks like. Can't go down the stairs. I guess I have to just report straight to Mortimer with my findings, but I don't have a conclusion. Peru's the most guilty one here, but I don't think he did it. Alright, I guess I've got to go report my findings. There's not enough to add up here. Peru's obviously being framed by somebody, but he's a man. He says he's being framed by him. He will come again. And you have anything additional to add to this, Father?
What a tragedy, my son. How could such a thing have happened?
That's exactly what I'm trying to find out. Did you notice anything out of the ordinary last night?
I saw the young French soldier.
Oh my God, I was
Bonaparte,
using information I didn't even
hanging
collect
around
yet.
near Miss Adams' room.
Unless I already
But
talked
I
to him
would
about
not
that.
want to get an innocent man into trouble, Louis. It's probably nothing.
Not to worry, Your Eminence. If he is innocent, then he has nothing to fear. Do you know why Monsieur Bonaparte was hanging around her room like that?
Well, I wouldn't be surprised to learn that the dashing young soldier had become infatuated with a fragile young woman who looked a bit lost. But I don't think he got a very warm welcome.
Bonaparte and Adams? But they didn't even know each other, did they?
I couldn't say that.
He's throwing some shade right here.
But if I were you, my son, I would talk to Monsieur Pero. You remember how violently he set upon Miss
See,
Adams.
yeah,
Oh,
no,
don't worry.
He's a
on the
man
list
that
of
could come
suspects.
for him, right? Maybe he was acting like a coward the other day because he knows he'd have the power to stop him.
Devil's
stuff
Thorn.
like that. Pyargi's being painted in a horrible light. You got to think about all the facts. So Pyargi is huge on the board after that conversation. All right. I have some. Oh, I gotta be on the left side of the chair. Sorry. What do you do all day with your time, Mortimer? I write
I've come
letters.
to speak about the findings of the investigation.
Please come to my
report.
party. Please come to my party. Please come to my party.
I'm
You have
listening,
to
Louis.
send these things out constantly to constantly have a party.
Will you remind me of the facts we already know about?
Elizabeth Adams was killed last night, but Piaggi was with Holm and I until late at night. As for Bonaparte and Washington, they left us after midnight, both tired.
That confirms. Let me hear
Will
that
you
one more time. I
remind me
didn't
of the
actually hear the
facts
first
we
part.
already know about?
Elizabeth Adams was killed last night,
Correct.
but Piaggi was with Holm and I until late at night.
Right, but
As
he was
for
free
Bonaparte
after
and
12.
Washington, they left us after midnight, both tired.
I believe I've identified the murderer.
Really, Louis? All right then. Please think carefully before
Wow,
you give
way
me
to
your
have
answer.
an NPC
This
be like,
is a
this
very,
will lock you in.
very serious accusation.
Oh. Oh. No. Emily Hillsborough. Whoa, what?
I'm going to need a bit more time to review my findings about the crime.
I do understand. All the more so as it's crucial not to make any mistakes when it comes to naming the culprit.
Who said he can come for me? He will come. Oh my god, do I have any jelly? Oh, I've got to push somebody for more. Somebody has to know more. I honestly don't think it's Wolner. I don't think it's Bonaparte. There's got to be. I can ask him about tattoos, kinda, but I don't know how much that's going to alleviate to. I've only got 2 effort points on me when I tame the jelly. Oh god, I'm panicking. There's got to be something here I've missed. Ludrum came from Washington. Big ass boot prints. Slender hand. She couldn't have. Could she have killed herself? But if she killed herself and someone came in here and planted the slender hands.
Knocked over a bottle of wine.
The knife is on her right. It was held by slender hands, a woman. It was held so tight no blood could reach the handle. The hands would have to be covered in blood.
The handprint on the handle is really small. I can't imagine a man with a hand that size. It must be from a woman's hand.
On first sight, she bled to death. This is what's fucking me.
The blood spatter indicates that the murderer must have held Elizabeth upright during the attack. Even if Elizabeth wasn't very big, I doubt she wouldn't have put up a struggle. It takes tremendous strength to overpower someone like that.
And that just paints Peru. But Peru's seems like he's being framed. Or he was told to come here and frame himself. Son of a... Oh my god, I'm thinking so critically. Let me see her hands. Left hand is actually clean. Which is odd for sitting in your own pool of blood. However, her right hand wasn't. Maybe she did kill herself. I need the hands.
No wounds, but blood on the right hand. Nothing on the left except that tattooed symbol.
Time to do it.
No marks or bruising around the wrists. Doesn't look like she was tied up or held by force.
Oh no.
I count no fewer than 9 wounds on the thorax. With
9, wait.
A lot of blood. On first sight, I'd say that's what caused her death.
This could be ritualistic.
Some of these tattoos are veritable works of... What's that? The skin between her breasts is different. Bloody hell! This tattoo was drawn on a page of leather and stitched onto her skin.
Maybe the stab wounds were in the
Probably
form
during
of a pentagram
childhood.
for a second, but I'm
the
not
scars
sure
are
about
anything
that
to go
anymore.
by. It's the same kind of tattoo as on the rest of her body. There are numerous marks on the body. She must have fought like a lion. It couldn't have happened without a lot of noise. There are also a number of old scars.
Who is unaccounted for? Who is unaccounted for? Someone here was unaccounted for. Adams is dead. Mortimer, I guess didn't do it because he's Lord. Could have totally been my mother. Hillsborough was with me. Wait a minute. Oh shit, that's gonna suck. Okay. He loved her. He was not at the party, and he's totally the most guilty looking guy here. Home. I have no idea where Home is or what he's doing. Bonaparte is super honest. You are suspicious as fuck. I'm cool. Oh my god. Why would it be her sister? Her sister wouldn't kill her?
June 11th, 1791. My dear Elizabeth, your last letter gave me much cause for concern.
Your words are so cold.
Your words were so cold, as if emotions no longer matter to you. Father maintains the secondary.
I have no idea.
A notebook, written in Elizabeth's handwriting. It is written in a mix of several languages. Not too easy to work out.
Ah! Her handbook would help so much.
August 24th, 3rd November, 1791. My dear sister, the cancellation of our reunion hit me like...
So she didn't go see her sister. Her sister wouldn't kill her. What's this?
A piece of fabric. High quality at that. I'd say it's silk. Going by the texture and the gray hue, it must come from a dress, that kind that women of quality wear.
I don't know which one to use. I've only got the one pip.
The color doesn't correspond to Emily's black outfits, and Elizabeth doesn't have anything quite like this in her wardrobe. Let's take a closer look. It's a little dirty. It must come from the bottom of the dress where it touches the ground. I recognize that moire pattern. It's the same as the travel dress my mother was wearing when she left. But why the hell did she come into this room?
She seems more like the murderer now. I'm willing to bet. It's the only person I can really cast shade on. And, like, obviously maybe she'd be able to frame. But Haru's saying he will come for me. And I'm out of effort points. I can't push Peru anymore. So, I don't think anyone here is actually guilty, except maybe Preggy, but the fucking priest, but I got nothing on that. I'm going to have to blame my mother, especially when she was completely unaccountable. The whole clock thing could be a red herring anyway, seeing how half the guests weren't even at that freaking card party, and everyone that was at that card party I'm totally cool with, except Holmes. And I haven't been able to speak to Holmes. Why would he do it? What would he have to gain? I mean, he was escorting her around, I believe.
Monsieur Johann van Vulner.
That's shut. Alright. I'm willing to bet it was my mother. But why? What if she did kill herself? There is blood in her right hand, not her left. Alright, throwing my mom under the bus. Final Jeopardy.
I've come to speak about the findings of the investigation, my lord.
I'm listening, Louis.
I'm sorry, my lord, but I don't have any evidence conclusive enough to allow me to name the culprit with certitude.
Really? I see. Well, that's your decision.
That option wasn't there before.
I accept it.
So I found everything.
Given the distinguished guests and the sensitive political issues involved at the conference, I trust you'll leave me to conclude the case in my own way. Right. It's time we spoke about your mother, Louis.
She isn't missing, you know.
What? What do you mean?
My mother has left traces in every nook and cranny of your island, my lord. She's definitely here. Now, what worries me most is why she doesn't show herself.
That doesn't make me feel any better, Louis.
See, but
what was the official reason why my mother came to your island?
I knew about your mother's activities, and yours, in the Golden Order. I thought we had everything to gain by working together.
You mean the canon deal with Monsieur Bonaparte?
Want me to find
Among
clues about
others,
her.
yes. How did you hear about that?
Monsieur Bonaparte came to speak to me about it yesterday, during lunch.
I see. So impetuous. He was supposed to let me speak to you about it first. Our friend
That's what I was trying to tell him.
desperately needed financial backing to properly equip his army. I took it upon myself to back him, because I have a firm conviction that he can go far.
We shall see. However, there's one thing that surprises me. Isn't Bonaparte a bit young to deserve so much attention?
Well, you come straight to the point. I like that. Indeed, if you knew just how much you remind me of him. Trust me, I'll wager that Monsieur Napoleon will soon prove himself. I'm working on it, at least. Once this deal was closed, I had big plans for Sarah.
Such as what?
You see, I've invited several influential figures on my island to present them with a project at the conference. It will be presented later today. I thought that the Golden Order had a role to play. And I still think so. I was hoping Sarah would be able to join us.
I see.
Indeed, if by chance your mother decided not to return to us before the conference, would you do me the great honor of attending? If only to follow the deliberations while waiting for her to duly take her seat.
Why not? We shall see.
Thank you so much. In this way, you'll be able to keep your mother informed of what is said. There's something else I'd like to
He's not that concerned about her,
Earlier, you asked
scooping
me
around the island?
Official reason for your mother's presence here. Is there an off-the-record reason why your mother came here?
If only my mother trusted me, but she remained very mysterious. I'd have been delighted to answer your question.
Is this usual for her?
As head of the Order, secrets are her bread and butter, as you can imagine. That
Fair.
said, it's the first time she hasn't let me in on the reason for her trip. And it intrigues me, to tell you the truth.
Well, I'm sure that Sarah will explain everything once she reappears. There's something I still don't get. In your opinion, why would your
Walking
mother
towards the
remain
Sparta
in
hole.
hiding over several weeks?
Maybe she found something out.
What do you mean?
My mother has a gift for investigating. If she had picked up a lead, nothing would have stopped her.
The only thing I can tell you is that Sarah had indeed changed. At the beginning of her stay here, we enjoyed spending time together, solving the world's problems.
You seem to know my mother very well, my lord. What did you talk about together?
Oh, as soon as we had a little free time, we liked to share points of view about practically any subject. We would find ourselves embarked on interminable discussions that could go from Monsieur Blanchard's flight in a hot air balloon to the Treaty of Jassy, or the adoption of the metric system in France last year, or even Mr. Eli Whitney's invention in the United States.
Oh, I know that one.
The armistice between the Russians and the Turks. Russia's come out of it having officially won Crimea, which gives it direct access to the Black Sea.
And, at the same time, the Mediterranean Sea. I'm worried about the decisions Tsarina Catherine might decide to take. She's a woman who managed to get rid of her husband to accede to the upper reaches of power. Gaining access to the Mediterranean Sea remains her main objective. When she still had that dear Potemkin as her lover, I could always find out about her intentions, but those days are over.
Right.
You're speaking of Grigory Alexandrovich Potemkin?
You were
The
friends
very
with
man.
him.
The little devil behind the mother of all Russians. Since his
Wow,
death, I know
I've never
absolutely
had all these
nothing
little clue
of what
prompts
the Tsarina
line
is
up
to.
like this for me.
Oh, really?
Especially when there's zero
Yes,
effort.
I didn't mean to shock you. Please forgive me. Let's just say that, in my position, it is often advantageous to know about the habits and customs of world leaders.
I'm surprised she didn't get you started on the Crusades. It was her favorite subject.
Huh, are you joking? Sarah and I spent entire days together reliving them. It so happens that the Crusades are also my subject of predilection, especially the Third. My ancestor distinguished himself brilliantly during the siege of Saint-Jean d'Acre.
I have known nothing of the Crusades, and that's where he's lost me.
Unfortunately, my lord, the Crusades are not my chosen field.
Well, it doesn't matter. You have plenty of time to learn. Your mother is a very well-read woman. You're quite lucky to have her as
I
a model.
almost made it.
Yes, I know, but I'm still very worried.
I must admit, there are worse things to worry about now, Louis.
What do you mean?
Since she disappeared, your mother has been seen once. Her behavior on the evening of your arrival greatly surprised Gregory and myself. She resurfaced to attack Emma, Emily Hillsborough's twin sister. And she shot her with a pistol. Then, before Gregory could intervene, she ran off and disappeared again.
So confirm that
I
that
beg your
happened.
pardon? Hang on.
That means my vision on the wharf, it was actually happening inside
it's
the
not
manor.
pre-done,
Mother
it's not
shot
future
Amy's
sight.
sister? The very person she came looking for? Why would she do that?
Excuse me, but between that and the childhood of Lady Adams, it's all a bit much for me to cope with. I need to piece it all together again to see things more clearly. You said that you spent a lot of time talking together at the beginning. What happened for that to change?
I'm afraid I haven't much to tell you. The more the days went by, the more she withdrew into herself. She never gave me an explanation, until the day came when she purely and simply disappeared.
Where did she go when she wanted to be alone?
She would shut herself away in a room we use as a box room upstairs.
Interesting.
Would you allow me to go there?
Yeah.
Naturally, Louis, of course. I'll send you a servant to open it.
Thank you.
That's all I can tell you about the disappearance of your mother, Louis. I would like to have been more helpful.
I shall stay on her trail and follow up any leads.
Thank you. We will meet later on to welcome our last guest. In the meantime, I shall get someone to open the box room upstairs for you.
Thank you.
The room is just opposite Mortimer's study.
Oh, right in front of me, eh?